actually here though, okay? What the fuck? How's my phone talking to me? Give me a second. Give me a second. What the fuck? Alright, I should have everybody getting online. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Welcome everybody to another stream. I am very happy to be here. I feel like I'm new to this. I gotta get a bunch of shit up. Somebody said finally, yeah, nah, I've been slacking, I've been tweaking really. But I'm back. I'm drinking a little bit of yo, it's so crazy. Like how I guess like everybody who just turned 21. Well, first of all, I think everybody like in their early 20s, obviously I'm in my 30s now. Everybody in their early 20s, like I've hung around a couple of girls who are like early 20s, and these bitches tell me they learning recipes from TikTok, like they're learning to cook from TikTok. They don't know nothing about alcohol. Like recently, I've been around some people. They're like, "Yo, you gotta buy this liquor. This is what's viral on TikTok." And I'm like, "Nigga, it's Espolón. Everybody knows about this shit." But apparently TikTok is controlling everybody's fucking lives. Anyway, yo, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Yo, I haven't been on for a while. I have a lot to update you guys on and a lot to get to. Let me see what. Damn, I see some of y'all already. They said, man, are you beefing with NBA or not? Happy belated. Thank you guys. If you guys want to know what I did for my birthday, a whole bunch of nothing, man. Honestly, I was going to stream my birthday night. Like, you know, this might sound incredibly boring, but I definitely give, you know, I give advice for anybody who's trying to make it. If you don't have, like, you know, I like that Big Show online. Fuck a vacation. I feel better at work. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was in LA for like 2 days after I did a Durk interview, and I was dying to come back. Like, when I can't get work done, I can't even have fun. You know what I mean? That's always been me ever since like over 10 years ago when I started. So essentially, I didn't do shit. I wanted to kind of like one of these weekends, I might sneak out of the country and like go to like Jamaica or some shit. But essentially, I haven't quote unquote done the celebration of your birthday yet. You know what I mean? In reality, I'll kind of give you a little bit of lead up. I was kind of on standby for the Durk thing to happen. Durk hit me up. Durk was like, yo, my birthday's the 17th. He hit me up on like the 15th. He's like, yo, yo, let's do this interview. And he's like, yo, connect your people with my people. And let's try to figure this out. And I didn't think it was going to happen on my birthday, but it kind of happened the day after. So I went to LA and then we got it done. I'm gonna give you much more details on that, but for the people who are wondering how I celebrated my birthday, pretty much I ain't do shit. I ain't do shit, man. Feel me? Somebody said don't follow the yada. Why not? Somebody said stop avoiding real shit. I'm gonna talk about the interview, man. It's a lot to talk about. Somebody said what? All right, man. Let me see what everybody's talking about. What's going on YouTube? By the way, that interview got the streets hot, huh? Crazy. Let me just make sure I'm live everywhere. My bad. Somebody says Chief Keef police this. My bad if I left y'all high and dry. Y'all thought there was a Chief Keef diss in there? I don't think so. Somebody said, let us finish the interview. I'm going to watch some pieces with y'all, so don't worry. That's why I kind of even streamed a little bit later tonight. Somebody said one of the best interviews. I thought it was one of the best interviews because, let me tell you this. And maybe I should have started, let me start sequentially. Right? Because I know, first of all, there's a ton of Youngboy fans. They can't wait to be like, yo, yo, how you gonna turn on top, right? Like it's hilarious. First and foremost, let me address this because I keep hearing people acting like me and Young Boy was like, listen, I've came to the realization, and maybe you guys should come to the realization. And I've came to this realization with a couple other people before after I've realized how things played out. I'm sometimes I come off naive. Like, I'm very trusting. I'm also like, bro, like again, I'm not begging for friends, but like I like to treat people as honorably as they treat me. So usually I'm thinking if people are going out of their way to talk to me or whatever the case is, I'm like, yo, maybe friends is just like a really, you know, extreme term, but like, bro, I'm a really loyal dude. You get what I mean? And if you had asked me like a month ago, if you had asked me a year ago, I would have definitely said me and Young Boy was friends at a point. If you asked me today, reflecting on a one-sided relationship with a artist that I honestly believe, only really ever communicated with me for his own purposes, we weren't friends. Like, you know what I mean? The nigga just like it was advantageous for him to communicate with me for whatever his bidding was, which is okay. I don't want to post on my Instagram. I could post, or shit. I want to be mysterious. Let me go get Axe password and go live on his. Like it's all those type of things. So I see some people like using like betray and all that type of stuff. Listen. I've came to terms with it. Get it out of your mind. And by the way, if you ask me, do I think I'm friends with other people? I give everybody the benefit of the doubt until it's like that. You get what I mean? It's like, I think I'm friends with 6ix9ine. I think I'm friends with 21 Savage. I thought I was friends with XXXTentacion. I think I'm friends with a lot of people who I speak to frequently outside of the scope of public conversation. So, you know what I mean? Again, I'm not going to be like, yo, just fuck all artists. But you get to kind of like revise what you think maybe your relationship with someone is. So if you ask me, and for all the Young Boy fans, I don't think me and him were friends, period. Okay, I think it was beneficial for him. Even when the first time we went live, that was his idea. He said, yo, let's go live. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. But I don't think we were friends. So for anybody who think this is like, yo, how could you betray your friend? This is not betraying a friend. Secondly, I've covered Lil Durk since 2012, maybe even 2011. And if you guys don't know, there are a few and a handful amount of interviews or moments that I still think I need to accomplish to essentially make what my media career is make a lot of sense. I'm not somebody that's gonna act like the reality isn't the reality. Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Fredo Santana, Lil Durk, even some other guys that I didn't really agree with, like Lil J and them. I covered them a lot, and also it gave me a really unique audience. So I've always wanted to sit down with them, and also when it came to like that SoundCloud era, like Uzi, like no matter what, even though I'm saying these days I be saying that Uzi's mad demonic, bro, that's just what it is. I don't hate Uzi. Also, me and Uzi ain't friends either. Have I talked to him? Yes, but we ain't friends. I would love to interview Uzi too. Anyway, it was maybe odd timing for y'all, but it was perfect timing for me. And also, this was a promise that I think he was delivering on, where you guys know that he had made a promise to me that, yo, listen, we're going to get one in. But obviously, every artist, no matter if we're cool or not, we're friends or not, you could do it your own way. You know what I mean? I don't walk around and by the way, I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm explaining this, because I think sometimes y'all love artists so much, y'all actually forget other people are human. You get what I mean? So, yeah. So if it was now or it was next year, or if it happened last year, like, for me, I take him in at his word. So, by the way, last album cycle came. He didn't do an interview with me. Did $1 million worth of game. A couple other interviews, but he definitely doubled back around. Now, is it ironic and did it whatever because him and Young Boy and then Young Boy's cussing me out? Clearly, that maybe have maybe played into it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like again, y'all fans keep riding with this like this little weird ass like war shit where everybody's like picking sides and this is war or death. No, like I would have interviewed Durk at any point, even when Durk was in the midst of whatever he was really in with 6ix9ine. And 6ix9ine is somebody who's been to my house, who me and him have gone places together. We go on vacation together. You get what I mean? So again, I would have interviewed Durk back then too. So if y'all just think this is some weird young boy conspiracy theory, no. Okay. Yeah. Also, like again, just again, sometimes fans just kind of jump the gun. I'll tell you this too. And by the way, this has no bearing. I'm just telling y'all this just because I like to be honest and open. In the last year or so, like YoungBoy had me go film 2 interviews for him. That's also never came out. I sent it to him to review. It never came out for whatever reason. I don't know, bro. Like again, I'm not here to like decipher what's going on in anyone's heads. But I wanted to let you guys know that this is not like some fucking massive team up against one nigga. Because I think that's a fan, and by the way, I'm talking to fans, which all like the majority of YoungBoy fans like 15. So it's like I'm rationalizing with 15-year-olds. But yeah, essentially, that's just not what it is. You know what I mean? I still listen to YoungBoy. Despite us not, possibly having a talking relationship right now, you're not gonna hear me saying the music is whack. No, So it is what it is. All right. And by the way, like to be honest, if I was like that upset, or I'm like, yo, like, oh fuck, YoungBoy, if that was me, bro, the interview that he didn't want to come out, just drop them shits. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, nigga, but I didn't. Like, it is what it is. All right, anyway, so Durk hit me up. He's like, yo, let's do this interview. We were trying to get him to do it in Jersey. He's like, yo, Durk is on the move. And he's really only trying to do this one interview, but it's of utmost importance. His week of, this is his release week is coming up. And he's like, yo, for whatever reason, I think they thought I filmed in Miami. They were like, yo, okay, Durk's coming to Miami this one day, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, it ended up didn't working, but they're like, yo, if you could meet us in LA, because he has to go to LA for, I think he had to do some, let me not spoil his plans, but like, he had to do some interview. I showed up there. We got a suite at the Waldorf, really fucking expensive, by the way. Like, Jesus Christ. I think Meek, the only rapper I ever heard, there are probably others, but Meek, the only rapper I ever heard rap about the Waldorf. Man, I swear, I booked this big ass suite as per the instructions. Nigga, this shit cost me like $4,000. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, Durk showed up pretty much after midnight, and we kind of chilled and kick it and did the interview, and he left about like 5 or 6. Ironically, I showed up thinking that Durk was gonna come with like 70 people, and the reason why I actually thought that, not accusing anybody of anything, but I think sometimes when people haven't met you in person, they don't know if you have like fucked up intentions, right? And also, shit, you can never be too safe these days. I remember when I interviewed Anwell, Anwell came with like 50 niggas. And I personally think, just me, I think he came that way because he's probably thinking, oh, 6ix9ine is your friend. Who knows if 6ix9ine is like trailing you and pops out to do no goofy shit. I don't want to be involved, or I want to make sure I'm good. And apparently, like, they both be in Miami. So what the fuck, this is right. Apparently they both be in Miami. So like, some weird shit must have happened. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, he popped up with about like 70 people. And, surprisingly, Durk pulled up with one security guard, an assistant, a stylist, a tailor, and a PR person. That's it. He moved pretty light, came in shorts, was chilling. The looked pretty calm and collected. Didn't look nervous at all. Now, granted, I don't know if he had 50 niggas downstairs. I gotta be honest, right? But from what I saw, because we were just up at the suite, right? It didn't. It looked like he traveled pretty light, right? And yeah, that's how we kind of did the interview. We did it about Thursday. I'll give you some first impressions about it while I was there. First of all, going into it, in the best case scenarios, and I've done a lot of interviews with a lot of different artists, but especially somebody like Durk, who doesn't talk a lot, I expected him not to really want to talk about anything. Except he actually told me, he said, ask about anything and everything. He's like, make this the interview that you could ask me about whatever the fuck you wanted to ask me. And by the way, he kept to his promise. Like, you know, he answered every question. I'll give you a little secret about it. We kind of edited it in. There's a part of the interview that we ended it. And I was like, all right, I think I ran out of questions. And I was like, I think I'm done. And somebody suggested something. And that was the one when I started asking about Rondo. And I said, oh shit, I didn't ask you about Rondo number 9 and see there. And if they snitched or whatever the case is. And he said, nigga, you can, I don't care. So all right, turn the fucking camera back on. So we actually did that, and it was pretty good. You know, he was like, I don't want to sound gay or nothing like that, like pause. But like he was a pleasure to deal with. Like the dude is cool. You know what I mean? Like just a calm nigga. Like, you know what I mean? He's a regular dude. You know what I mean? Again, it's my first time meeting him. Obviously, I've talked to him before a bunch of times. Like we played video games on Twitch before, but regular dude. Yeah, and essentially, I was drinking. He wasn't drinking. He was drinking like water and like lemon or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck. But he says he was detoxing. Anyway, it was pretty good. Pretty good. I was shocked by the amount of honesty he gave, because a lot of artists his size like to act like they're bigger than shit. That's the most popular tactic for an artist. Once they get to a certain level, they have amnesia when it comes to anything below them. And he pretty much answered every question I had, whether it was about dudes from his block or dudes from Chicago dissing him. Mimo 600, you know what I mean, who I kind of know from Clubhouse, and everybody else. So I thought that shit was kind of dope. Somebody says, what? Somebody said he was off a perk. Why do you think? Somebody said that was your birthday present. Yeah, well, if that was a birthday present, shit, that was amazing, I think. Most of my birthday presents really kind of come with like work shit. Like, you remember that song Lanes that I dropped with 6ix9ine? That was my birthday present from him. Like, he came in the studio that day and recorded. So I don't know. I'll call that my birthday present. But I thought about the interview too, and I said, I think Durk, and y'all gonna say I'm dick riding, but like I feel like I'm just telling the truth. I was like, yo, I said, this nigga's smart. After doing the interview, I knew how it would be, right? You know what niggas gonna be like, damn, oh, this nigga talking in this interview. He's doing an interview with me. You know what everybody gonna blame? They gonna say, ask Messi, which I'll take that blame, whatever, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna ask him questions. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. And he gets to get his shit off. And also still kind of like remain in his pocket. So I think he did a good job. I actually thought he was gonna dodge the young boy questions a little bit more. Nah, he addressed it face up. And I kind of respect it all, man. I respect it. I respect it. Somebody says the interview was dope. Nah, I appreciate it. Somebody says YB and Act interview won't happen. Man, I see, that's another thing y'all keep saying is like, bro, I didn't do this to spite Youngboy. You get what I mean? It's like, I've asked Youngboy questions about other niggas too. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I literally asked questions about, this is where I just believe it, and I hate to, I feel like I'm like massaging, pause, like the fans. Bro, y'all gotta get on that nigga dick, man. Like, bro, you know that listen, I am way closer with 6ix9ine than I am with YoungBoy. And when I interview everybody, I let them niggas call him all type of snitches. I'm not like fucking like editing it out and, oh no, I'm not. Bro, I let niggas do their thing. It's part of the game. You're talking shit online. If this dude wants to respond, what you want me to do? So again, like I see all y'all like, oh my God, you'll never. All right, bro, listen, if that nigga's in his feelings over it, I don't want that interview. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It goes both ways. Somebody see met him at everyday struggle. I did, right? I don't remember meeting Durk though. That's the thing. Did I interview him? I know I interviewed him on like over the air. But anyway, with all being said, I think if you watch the whole interview, you should take away a few things from it. I try to play a little devil's advocate, but I will say that Durk made some valid points. Now, if you honestly ask me, I believe both artists use the energy that the issues with them have created. Now, they don't like each other. That's very fucking clear. They don't like each other. You know what I mean? Like, let me start playing a little bit of it. Because I ain't gonna lie. Where are we at? DJ Akademiks. Oh, before I even get to that. So, I'm in LA, right? I did the interview with Durk already. He cool, everything, whatever. He goes his way, I go my way. Yeah. The next day, I was trying to get like an interview in with like Tyga. I know y'all might not care, but like I fuck with Tyga. Tyga's like a funny guy to me. Or not funny guy, but like, you know, he's a cool dude, and like me and him was supposed to get it in. And plus, I don't know that many people in LA. I was gonna link up with like AD and, you know, even Flacco hit me up. A couple of No Jump producers they wanted to link up. But I was trying to like lock in a couple interviews. Anyway, I go to the mall. Now, this is where I always, and I hate to have, like, I seen YoungBoy fans take it personally when I diss them, and I'm sorry that I'm getting a little bit more abrasive with y'all, but y'all gotta start living in the real world. Okay? I get it. YoungBoy is y'all reality, but let me give you the reality of the world. YoungBoy might be locked in the house. YoungBoy might be on house arrest, but there's a bigger world. Okay? It's bigger than just his garage and his fucking room. Sorry to tell y'all. When it comes to LA, because this was the narrative that got started. So I'm in the car. I really only put it on my story to kind of like, there's a couple artists that follow me that out there to see if any of them hit me and be like, oh shit, you in LA? Like, let's lock in and do some shit. Let's do an interview, right? So I put my location, and honestly, I put it, I thought, at the most nondescript place. Let me see if I can find it. Akademiks. Well, now I just got to type his name in because I've seen even YouTubers who were like just doing the fucking most. And for everybody who was doing the most, I have to ask all y'all if, like, I'm supposed to be a nigga who never went outside. Wait, let me see if I can find it. I probably can't find it. Oh, here we go. Look at this shit. One nigga says, rest in peace to DJ Akademiks. Brother, are you serious? So anyway, okay. So this is a story I posted right here, okay? This is me outside. Like, I just put my hand out of the Suburban. I'm literally going to this big-ass building, which I got to go to Google Maps to show y'all niggas. I'm going to the mall. I was up, like, of course I had security and shit. I was in Beverly Center. Like, we went in there. It wasn't even to get, we ate there actually too. But I went there. Obviously, I posted this after I left. So, come on, like, you know, you got to do that, right? So, I'm not there. At the moment, when you see me post a location, I've been gone. I've been gone mad long ago. You get what I mean? But, again, it's just to let people know I'm in Los Angeles. It's just for rappers, okay? Obviously, I got a little Durk playing in the background. Why? Motherfucker, I just interviewed Durk. You know what I mean? Anyway, Now I got to go to Google Maps. Let me see if I can go to Google Maps real quick. Google. And I'm going to give NBA YoungBoy fans a little bit of a... Is this Google Earth? No, it's Google Earth. It's Google Maps. Google Maps. I got to give y'all a little bit of geography lesson because I know some of y'all just don't leave your house and y'all just probably walk around y'all like 2x2 bedroom, like bow-legged, like knock-kneed. You know what I mean? Sagging your pants, like just screaming in your phone too like you're young boy. I get it, all right? I get that y'all probably never been on a bus, a train, much less a plane. Y'all never been nowhere. Y'all probably from Idaho, acting like y'all from Baton Rouge or some dumb shit. I get it. Y'all are cosplaying to be the super murder man. I get it. It's cool, okay? I've been 15 too, right? Listen, when I was 15, who did I think was the biggest killer? And I was trying to be them too. I get it, okay? But y'all have to come back to Earth. I'm sorry, okay? I'm going to give y'all a virtual tour because I know y'all mama's not going to send y'all on a trip outside the state. So I'm going to send y'all on a virtual tour that y'all could realize that in your mind, LA is only the airport and where Lil Pop died. You guys are retarded, okay? Utah is probably the airport and where YoungBoy lives. You're fucking retarded, okay? So I'm going to give y'all a little bit of what adults, okay? Adults would probably care about in this situation. Give me 1 second. I got to pull it up. Here we go. Where is this shit at? Okay, here we go. How do I get the road view? How do I get the road view, y'all? Okay. All right, I think I got it. I want to get the road view, but I don't know. Okay. So I just want to show y'all, okay? If a nigga is here, which I think I was in a car right here, right? And he's going to this big ass mall. You see this shit right here? It's called a mall. I know you niggas wouldn't know if you're a YoungBoy fan because y'all don't have credit cards. Y'all don't buy a fucking lick of music. Y'all sit all day and listen on YouTube and listen on your PS3s and listen on these other Android devices and you try to run up these sales. This is great. It's cool. You know what I mean? I think it's actually impressive because y'all do a good amount. But if y'all ever get a credit card, or maybe more than $15 fucking dollars, but actually $15 wouldn't work in this mall. It's a lot of high-end places. Armani, okay? maybe I catch some of y'all YoungBoy fans in Victoria's Secret. But maybe if y'all get about $1,000 and y'all want to get like some drip, maybe you would realize you go to the fucking mall. So anyway, I posted, the car was right here. Nigga, ain't nobody, like, no disrespect, and I want to be very respectful to this guy, Lil Pop, right? Because that's Quando Rondo's friend. Like, with all due respect, let me tell you, I cover rap. No disrespect to y'all. I don't give a fuck about what Lil Tim is doing. I don't care about none of the Littles. If your name is Little with the L-U-L, I'm sorry. You got to make a hit song. I'm just sorry to tell y'all, like, it's just not that deep for me, okay? And if by the way, truth be told, this is going to sound like really harsh and insensitive. If Quando Rondo wasn't in that vehicle, I get it. Someone died, and apparently it was his cousin. If he wasn't in that vehicle, I would never cover it or care. So if y'all think that I'm here like, oh my God, I'm filming a crime scene. Like, what? Like, y'all got to get a fucking grip. I'm going to the big ass mall. You see how big the shit is? The mall. The mall. Y'all think I'm filming this dusty gas station. YoungBoy fans, y'all are the dumbest fans. I said the Barbs are the dumbest, but like y'all are approaching that level, man. Y'all gotta up y'all intelligence, bro. Y'all seem too dumb. Let me tell you this. Y'all intelligence level is the reason why Lil Durk rightfully pimps y'all out for attention. Just trolls the shit out of you. If you ask me, Lil Durk just sits and says, Who's the dumbest fans of all of them? Youngboy. His fans is fucking retarded. Let me troll the shit out of them. By the way, you know we're going to prove this? I just dropped an interview with Lil Durk. Guess who's going to be the number one demographic who watches it the most? Nigga, I went over to his Reddit. They're talking about it nonstop. Bingo! Bingo! So I understand why Lil Durk or whoever else just pimps out y'all dumbass niggas. Youngboy fans are the number one watchers of the interview. That is not my Youngboy. Of course, if I'm a rapper, I was baiting this thing all the time. That is fans tune in to listen to it, then talk about it, and I go more viral. That's kind of how it works. Somebody says, I know some of y'all are triggered because I feel like I'm going on the whole fan base. No, anyway, not only say that to say, man, and by the way, I see some of y'all stupid ass motherfuckers, y'all YouTube commentators. I'm sorry to tell y'all, brother, I just don't give a fuck enough to go film like a gas station to make fun of Little Pop. No disrespect. I don't give a fuck what Quando Rondo got going on with him and Durk and them. I don't give a fuck what Youngboy got going on with none of them. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay? So if anybody told you that, tell them I said they're fucking stupid. Please. Just tell them they're stupid. Okay? All right. These niggas really thought they were doing something. All right, but it's all good. Out of all the shit here, these fuckers was like, yo, he's filming the gas station. Hold on. All right. Anyway. All right, man. Yes. So that was that. And by the way, like, listen, you know, it probably like y'all gonna feel like I'm declaring war on y'all little Youngboy fans, just because y'all just come across as fucking stupid, and I just hate fucking retarded people. And y'all niggas have been just taking the cake. Okay, so it's really nothing against Youngboy in particular, but he's bred a certain level of incestual, Down syndrome, retarded babies that end up all liking Youngboy, and it's cool because trust me, y'all have kept my comments lit on Instagram for years. But when the idiocy and the stupidity has reached the maximum peak, like I see that now, I'm sorry, man. I just gotta tell y'all, wisen up. I just gotta be honest with y'all. And by the way, all y'all little Youngboy fan pages, y'all can feel offended all y'all want too. Half y'all niggas retarded too. I watch how y'all tweet. Y'all tweet like y'all are killers. You're fans. Oh, you should have did an interview with Durk. We're going to step on you now. You're 15. You have parental control on your goddamn internet account. What are you stepping on? You ever hear these dudes tweet? Oh, man, you fuck with Top. Oh, man. You know Top got them steppers. You're 15, kids. You know what happened to the last guy who fucked with Top? I'm like, yo, brother, listen, stick to tweeting out. One thing I'm going to give Youngboy fans credit for, though, like the fan pages, they do an amazing job Because I've seen other rappers ask me this. They're like, yo, why the fuck is there always something to post about YoungBoy? And they were thinking it's the label. It's not. His fans do a really good job of compiling like an ESPN stat sheet about every day YoungBoy breaks a record. I swear. That's some ESPN shit. You know, ESPN would be like, yo, he's the first nigga 5'6" with one hand behind his back to make 3 layups on that side of the rim in the third quarter before 5 minutes. And here's the other list of the 2 other people who almost did it. You're like, what the fuck? How is that a record? YoungBoy fans does that pretty good too. And actually I don't mind that because that's great promotion. That's amazing promotion. Like blogs like one I have or other blogs that post music picks those up. For any rapper who has fan pages, they should be looking like people love stats. They should be looking to try to fucking create some, oh, this guy is really special. YoungBoy fans do it, their fan pages do it really well. I just hate when those same people are talking about stepping. Like, brother, you could like a gangster rapper without cosplaying as the gangster rapper. You know you gonna die, right? You know you interviewed Durk, you're dead. You're 15. Wait till Top get off house arrest. It's over. It's okay. I do think YoungBoy is a gangster. I just think his fans are a bunch of kids cosplaying that lack fathers. That's it. You know what I mean? So I be like watching them, I'm like, yo, every time I look at an NBA YoungBoy fan page, I see a 13-year-old Ja Morant waving the gun, not doing nothing, and just fucking up their lives. I'm like, why is this nigga doing this? It's all good. All right. Anyway, so that was about nothing. Yeah, we should probably watch some of this stuff. Let's actually watch. Let me see, DJ Akademiks. Let's actually watch. And by the way, the whole interview is live on Spotify. But let's watch this part where essentially Durk is talking about his issues with NBA YoungBoy. Here we go. This podcast can be seen for free. Click the link in the bio, chat. Let's get it. By the way, also, I see y'all spamming in the chat. Y'all want me to address is 6ix9ine gay? I have a great revelation. I'm going to come clean. Pause. I'll tell you after this if 6ix9ine is gay or not. But let's watch this. By the way, while we're here clearing shit up, could you at least, you got to give me some clarity, right? Wait, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Because, I'm sorry. Chat, I haven't streamed in a while, so I apologize for all the, let me just pour up one time real quick. Before I get into this. Let me pour up one time real quick. Because I just got to get at somebody real expeditiously, and because I think hold on. I got you. All right. Anyway, before I posted the interview today, the whole interview is out today. I did post a clip, and we are going to talk about this afterwards too. So we had Durk, who basically addressed Gunna, and he answered the question, is Gunna cooperate? Now, I posted 2 clips, and this was him early in the interview. This is him saying, I'm going to pause this here because, again, I do want y'all to watch it on Spotify. Again, I just think this is the realest interview this year, and I think I did my thing, but I could only go as far as an artist could go. So I want to salute Durk a lot. I don't think he had to be this honest. I think he's of a level where he could say, hey, let's not talk about no bullshit. Let's focus on my charities and let's talk about me doing a song with J. Cole and let's talk about the features, which is, whether it's Future or Kodak or whoever else or 21 Savage because he's on the album too. But he said, nah, let's have a real conversation because that's what I want to do. And I want to let y'all know that this whole time, especially with this particular interview, I've been speaking and communicating with Durk. It's not like he's like, oh, talk to this person. Like, he's not doing the whole PR thing. He's like, no, I feel this is right. This is what I believe. I'm standing by these things. Let's go with this. So I just want to give him some credit for that. I don't want to sit here and play the whole interview. Please watch the beginning of it where we talk about his come up in Chicago, why he got dropped even in the first place, for him to even get on to Alamo and this and third, and optimally where he's talking about his issues with 6ix9ine or YoungBoy or other artists in the game, and he obviously then gives his take on everything. So please, you guys do your due diligence with that. All right. Also, he talks about the whole shootout thing too. I'm not gonna go back into it. You guys could go watch it, please. Please give me some topics because we do have to address a few things that I just didn't get a chance to address. You know what's kind of funny? Don't ask me why. I'm finding this amusing. So apparently, Blueface, who apparently does not want a daughter or does not want a child with Krishan Rock, you could understand why. She's uncouth, she's a hooligan, and just a public service message to a lot of women who think that acting like what you see on these reality shows, baddies or whatever else. And by the way, I'm speaking this not only of somebody just saying it in general. Shoot, I've dealt with women who think that this is the behavior that's actually dope. If you behave like an animal, you want to fight every 20 seconds, you think that this acting out behavior is what's it. Men don't want that as a whole. And most men would prefer not to have children or offspring with a ghetto ratchet hood rat. Let's be honest. And even Blueface, who has made, I can imagine, hundreds of thousands off this girl because he introduced her to the public. Now that she's pregnant, he's thinking about these non-monetary reasons why he wouldn't want her to have his kid. It could be the fact that she gave him 55 concussions. It could be the fact that she she just doesn't act like a woman. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something about a man. Like, a dude wants, whether it's his girlfriend or his baby mama, to be somebody who is a little bit representative of femininity, somebody who is not embarrassing. And when you watch like most of these reality shows, it harpens and it highlights women like Krishan Rock or otherwise being embarrassing. That's just the reality. Anyway, Blueface is now, he's told his girl he doesn't want her to have his baby. She doesn't want to get an abortion. He's openly dating other girls. And apparently he flew out a girl, and this is the girl here. And apparently he had her in like a hotel, but he never showed up to the hotel. Now, she got mad after she got back and she tried to provide some proof. She said, yo, this is her texting Blueface. I guess Blueface said, send a video of the room of you being in it. She said, I've been here with the video, whatever. Then she puts on her story now. She says, then your weird ass asked me to send you a video of me in the hotel that you paid for yourself to turn around and no show, LOL. Weirdo. Some more in the text message says, this is Blueface saying, nah, just come tomorrow if you booked it. Then she says, I didn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I was going to blah, blah. Then Blue says, okay, whatever works for you as long as it's during the week, not the weekend, I'm good. Then she says, okay, I'm trying to book for next Tuesday and blah, blah, blah. And then she captions it by saying, been planning this since the beginning of the month. Then this nigga wait till weeks later when I get to LA to ghost me. I guess old girl had him tied up. He couldn't escape from her ass, whatever the case is. Okay, she puts up some more DMs. I don't really care to read. Yeah. He said, like I said, he paid for my flight, my room, so he the one that took a loss. In the end, y'all mad. He chose me. We'll be mad too, and blah, 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 blah. Okay? Then Blueface basically hopped online and he responded to Shorty. And I ain't gonna lie, this shit is classic. Blueface is funny. He's kind of growing on me recently.
That's right. Look, the bitch blowing up a nigga phone like, where you at? I can't believe I came all this way. This is the worst trip ever. Like, you really gonna do this? I hit it with this one. I'm like, check it out. Baby, you know I'm a businessman. You is not in the business plan. I squeeze you in when the result is in. Oh, screw your crap. No lies told. That's exactly what I told the bitch. Oh, I lie? Y'all know I would lie to you. I hate you, man. Well, I told the bitch just like that. I hate you when the results is in.
Then he
Come
said
on,
this.
give me the W. Like, I need the Player of the Year award because it's like, it's not happening like that. Like, on schoolyard, nigga usually fly you hoes out at the airport, or he gonna send a driver, or he gonna just make sure out. Ready to argue with you for that pussy, ready to cancel Christmas. Give me the pussy, give me the pussy, give me the, or I'm canceling everything. Bitch, get out the room. What? Sure, I could pay for the bitch whole stay regular, don't even pull up on the bitch. Like, on schoolyard, the results just never came in that day. Like, I just didn't have it. You feel me? It wasn't on my to-do list. She wasn't on my to-do list on schoolyard, you feel me? But it's not the first time that's happened. This is the first time a bitch ever outed me. Like, what? On schoolyard, you gonna expose it? Okay. Now I'm just finna bleed because it's like, you didn't even have time to swing by, Blue. Like, you paid, you didn't, come on, give me the W. Like,
all right. I won't give him all the way complimentary status because I see he was trying to play with me and try to even accuse me of shit that wasn't true. But in reality, Blueface, you gotta get Krishan Rock in check. I think you're trying to have sex with these other women and try to entertain these other women while your baby is in Krishan Rock's gut. And I gotta give you the reality of it, okay? Your baby basically is going through, like, your baby's feeling like she's in a NutriBullet right now, okay? Because every 20 seconds, your girl, Krishan Rock, is fighting somebody in the club, shaking that ass. And yes, it's unwomanly like, but you just have to realize the reality of it. This is the person you made your Beyonce, and just like Spready Gibbs with him wifing up a porn star, I get it. You want her to have an abortion or whatever the case is. But brother, you were pillow talking, saying all that bullshit to her. So now when she got the baby, don't act like you don't fuck with her now. You should have checked the behavior before. That's just the reality of it. Yeah. Again, I see you deal with other chicks. Listen, just being honest, and I don't give a damn if what's your name again? What's her name? I don't care if Krishan Rock sees this. Like, there's regular niggas working at Dollar General and at Payless that got better bitches than Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock to me is trash. So I understand why you probably feel that because you're this big star, you should treat her badly. Listen, she's just not a girl that's up to par look-wise, like, compared to the majority of people who are dating in the industry. That's just what it is. Not necessarily calling her ugly, but like she's just a really average ghetto nasty chick. That's just a reality. I get that's probably plaguing you, but you can't do that. I could say that. You can't say that. That's the mother of your child. And ultimately, at this point, I think she's past the point of having an abortion, so she's going to have your child. You're going to have to, at some point, man up, realize that trying to shame her, calling her out of her name, is just makes you look like a clown, just like Spready Gibbs. You know, Spready Gibbs got a porn star pregnant who's getting trains ran on her. You could say whatever you want, say she's disloyal, this and third, but your kid is going to be coming out of that disgusting snatch. That's what it is, okay? Blueface is saying she's fucking 10 niggas. Well, listen, get a DNA test, buddy, because that kid is still finna come out. All I'm trying to say is, at this point, don't shame the woman when you have procreated with the woman. You had a million other chances. And trust me, I've been in situations where, shit, maybe I shouldn't have, let off a load and whoever, whatever, but you hope to not get to this point. You sold this chick a dream. She got to this point. You got to either deal with it or you're going to be a father. That's just what it is, brother. But you got to stop trying to shame your baby mama. That's not cool no more, dog. That's the mother of your child. You can call her bitch a million times all you want, but she's going to be the person who raises your kid. All right? While you're trying to smash, and I ain't even going to lie, even though I think Krishan Rock is a 6, the chick you were trying to fly out, I clicked back on her page, bro. Like, you're trying to fly out a 4, dog. Like, my nigga, I kid you not, I keep saying, like, the dude who has a million jokes for me should not be smashing chicks that I wouldn't fuck. You feel me? Like, brother, it's bad enough the chicks I'm dealing with look better than your girl, but the side bitches, like, come on, man, come on, Blueface, you could do better than this, all right? So I'm gonna just leave that at that because this boy gonna have to deal with his pregnancy, but I wish him the best, and I just hope he could do better. Okay, this was disgusting. All right, let's get him on out of here. Jesus Christ. I do find some of his commentary funny, though. Everything he says, Blueface is like half retarded. So everything he says, he's like, a schoolyard. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's just funny. You know what I mean?
Come on, give me the W. Like, I need the Player of the Year award. Like, make sure nigga baby hairs is right. Look, the bitch blowing up a nigga phone. Like, where you at? I can't believe I came all this way. This is the worst trip ever. Like, you really gonna do this? I hit her with this one. I'm like, check it out. Baby, you know I'm a businessman. You is not in the business plan.
I like that line.
I squeeze you in when the result is in. Oh, schoolyard crap.
Well, schoolyard crap. Anyway, all right. That's actually played out a little bit. Hey, let me tell you this for all the little YB fans in here who are probably still really upset. I know y'all upset. I know y'all really upset. Listen, all I want to tell y'all is that, listen, Ak is a fair guy, and I haven't really done things to try to, like, really make it very obvious, like, why YoungBoy's been crying into his phone and punching in the air. But other people have kind of figured it out, if you guys don't know, right? Let me see if I can figure it out. This been going around. I didn't post it. Lil Durk's new single, All My Life, actually outstreamed YoungBoy's entire project. That was actually kind of surprising to me. So YoungBoy, in response to Durk teasing that he was dropping Almost Healed last week, YoungBoy dropped a whole album. Here's the funny thing about it. Lil Durk's single outstreamed YoungBoy's entire project. And I don't say that to try to downplay, because I was, YoungBoy stupidly said that I was trying to manipulate. Nigga, I'm not in your pockets. I'm not your manager, gang. You don't pay me. You've never given me shit. Okay? Never asked you for shit. This is why I talk to artists the way I do. I don't ask you niggas for money. I don't be like, yo, let me get a loan. I don't do that. That's why I talk to you like a nigga. Okay? The niggas around you who you gotta pay, you could talk to them like that. That's why, YoungBoy, I think you have me very misconstrued. The same way you talk to all them baby mamas and side bitches, you can't talk to me like that, nigga. You ain't never give me a fucking coin. So you gonna have some respect in your voice, or we not gonna talk at all. And I'm very cool with not talking at all. Them little side bitches and also all these other baby mamas you got, you talk to them like dirt. You know why? Because they all need you. Yes, you probably made 40, 50 million in the last year, but they need you. Because without you, they're nothing. Without you, they can't eat. You don't talk to me like that. I ain't one of your bitches. Okay? You a nigga that just another rap nigga to me when it comes to my business. Because to keep it real, your team never paid me shit. And I don't give a fuck about getting paid from your team. I'm glad you're now paying Shade Room, because Ak won't be posting you. So this is why I talk to you like a man. Don't try to deal with me like I'm one of your baby mamas. Okay, I see them. I be looking at them like, you're just one of the 15. With me, you going to have respect or we ain't going to talk at all. Okay? So, I put that in perspective because there's lack of respect when it comes to you, clearly. Huge lack of respect. So that's why I put this in perspective. Yeah. I didn't really care about this story. At the end of the day, I tell you the truth, I tell Durk the truth. And if it switches around, I tell that nigga the truth too. Durk don't pay me neither. Right now, Durk got more heat than you. Durk got more mainstream attention than you. You can call it features all you want. He got more friends than you. He got more people fucking with him than you. It's the reason why basically Drake put you on the do not answer list and got you in your feelings. Yes, he's streaming more than you now. Shit changes though. Who knows? In 3 months, maybe you got like a banger. I've been telling you that. That's all you need. You get a banger, niggas don't even care about all this shit. You got to stop listening to the dick riders around you or the yes men. You got to come to Big Act. You come to Big Act and say, Act, I got 75 songs that's going to be on my next tape. You know I'm going to listen to them and say, trash, 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 hot, 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 cool. No, actually, I won't say hot. Cool, 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 cool. This is the hit. So you could drop throwaway songs all you want. But all you got to do is curate. I'm going to give you advice that I told to Thug, that I told to Future. Ain't none of y'all special, nigga. You never reinvented the wheel. You're just spamming. I see people be like, oh my God, he's about to pass Drake. The nigga dropped more albums in a year than Drake dropped in his career. You're not fooling me. Oh my God, he's passing Drake. Drake don't got 10 albums. He got 10 albums in a year. You're not fooling me. But this is why, you know, I always got to make sure a nigga like Youngboy realize the way you deal with Yaya and them, wake up, Yaya! I'm Act, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's either going to be respect or I got all day to completely correct all the fuck narrative that you've been trying to get off. I'm here for all of it. And by the way, you know what? Young boy, I'll give you this. You know what the entire industry been saying? This nigga's fucking stupid. Why would he diss Act? Act been the fuck nigga that been promoting and pushing the narrative that he's this underdog. So anyway, the entire point is this. Let's get some curation, brother. I'm here to help you curate it. The reason why Durk is selling more, I don't care if it's a feature or not. And by the way, let me give this to the little Youngboy fans too. For all y'all fans that be like, oh no, it's because of feature. Youngboy done dropped 3 songs with Nicki. They all flopped. Do I gotta say it again? They flopped. You know why? Them songs is trash. Y'all gotta come back and start curating. Don't talk about who got friends and who don't got friends. One nigga, not Durk got a lot of friends. I ain't gonna lie to you. He do. But Nicki Minaj influence should be just up there with J. Cole. I didn't see that Nicki and wait, did it go? Maybe they go number 2. Let me check. J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, Youngboy. Actually, wait. Never broke it. Perfect. Let's see if we can figure this shit the fuck out. Oh, make no sense. All them songs he dropped with Nicki was terrible. Jesus Christ, not one fucking hit. Let's see if we can find the Nicki Minaj song. There gotta be one. Where is it at? How the fuck do you drop a song with Nicki Minaj and the peak position is 99? And then the other one was 35? So for all the people who be like, oh my God, no. Stop it, bro. 6ix9ine dropped a song with Nicki Minaj. Number 1. Young boy, I'm going to give you some tips. I'm glad I could give you some tips outside of you thinking I'm like one of your baby mamas that you could talk to and deal with any type of way. So I don't give a fuck if you take it or not. Tell Nicki to give you a hit. Or maybe you send her a song, but send her a hit. All these little waste man songs y'all been doing together, you could do it by yourself. These songs ain't charting a motherfucking way. Actually, this is not a real song. Is this a real song? WTF? Youngboy and Nicki? It only charted for a week? It said weeks on chart. Look, I swear. Of course Youngboy fans is hating on the J. Cole and... Let me see. WTF. Let me see. WTF. This is a Youngboy and Nicki song? No way. Is Nicki on this?
Cross young boy, then you cross the queen.
No fucking way. This should debut at number 99? Hey, for y'all little Youngboy fans, I don't want to hear none of y'all talk about, oh, one nigga got nigga, how you got Nicki Minaj and debut number 99? These songs is garbage. Now, I ain't saying Youngboy songs are garbage. I'm just saying the collabs are garbage. He just got to get some pride and ego. Like, I know you got no friends, but tell Nicki these songs is trash. And Nicki knows too. Nicki, if you ever see this, I got a list of artists who told you your shit was trash. Youngboy, stop taking every song from her. She needs you. Tell her this shit's trash. I could chart by myself. Because these songs, let's see. Oh, there's the other one. Here's the different. Even this other one, if you're going to send a song, that's how you do it. Wait. 424 million views. Fifi. A billion views. NBA Youngboy and Nicki, 7 million views. And by the way, I'm saying this is not Youngboy's fault. He just got to stop saying yes to every song. These songs are garbage. None of them shits is sticking. By the way, YB, I'll tell you this. And shit, I wish we were friends. I would tell you this privately. See them songs you doing with her? She tried to get them verses to some other niggas. Some other niggas was like, oh, no, we're good. You getting the leftovers. Don't believe me? Call her up screaming at the phone. She'll tell you. All right. Oh my God. Damn. How the fuck Youngboy and Nicki? Youngboy and Nicki should be bigger than Lil Durk and Cole. $19 million, 12 days. 7 million in a. Hey, Chad, I keep trying to tell you, man, ain't no artist beef with Ak and really be like, oh, I really should do it. There's no artist. None. You know what's so crazy? Youngboy told me this too. He's like, bro, you be violating all them artists. That's why I'm surprised when I heard him go at me. I'm like, nigga, you be giving me props for, nigga, you gave me props for this and Meek and all them niggas. You think that you, okay, all right. Somebody said, oh, you're so fake. No, nigga. Any nigga who says anything negative about me, nigga, I'm on a head top. I don't give a fuck who. If it was Drake who said what, if Drake said what Youngboy said, I promise y'all, and I love his music to death, but I promise y'all, same shit. I promise y'all. You let niggas play with you like this, man. Somebody said Cap? No, it's not Cap. If Drake played with me like this, I guarantee. If Drake dissed me like this publicly, I guarantee I would be right here. I would have paid Quentin Miller to be right here, nigga. And we'd be having beats. We'd be having a 20 list of Drake beats and he'd be rapping to it. I promise y'all. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, who you think these niggas are? Again, it's different if, like, I just hate a nigga. Like, nobody care what, like, Vic Mensa is doing, right? But, like, people who I'm supporting and they just randomly, like, niggas off his meds is going at me. Nah, I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't begging friends with a motherfucking soul. Y'all saying Cap, but, like, I'm telling you it's facts. Now, obviously, I'm not like a hoe in the sense of, yo, I asked Drake for tickets. Like, if, say he doesn't respond for tickets, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm mad at you. Like, what the fuck? He don't owe me no tickets. But I've supported his music a lot. I've supported him a lot. If that nigga just came out like, yo, fuck this bitch ass nigga Akademiks, this nigga a bitch. Okay. I'm giving everybody the same treatment. The fuck? YB mentioned me from a fake. Nigga, shut up, nigga. I don't hear nothing from y'all niggas. Anyway, this is sad. I just want to point this out. Y'all get mad when I'm pointing the truth out. Yo, no, J. Cole, not Lil Durk and J. Cole is only winning because of the feature. Nicki is, I would argue, has a bigger fan base than Cole. Youngboy collab with Nikki, what happened then? See, y'all won't talk about that no more. Be like, oh. It's all good, man. If we're going to talk facts, let's talk facts. Don't get mad because YoungBoy ain't successful with features other than the Bandit song. Don't get mad. I feel like I'm Gucci Man in 2006. Somebody says, oh, I'm glad you said that. No, somebody just said some really important shit. You're just instigating promo for your podcast and Smirk's album. Here's the thing. All of these rappers, let a rapper diss me. The moment you diss me, nigga, you are now my new promotion. YoungBoy gonna be, well, I'm not posting on Instagram because I'm not promoting nothing he does. Facts. But all my streams, he'll be my thumbnail. Thank you. Fuck. I teach every rapper, and I give lessons out every time. You diss Akademiks, we don't stop till your sales is in the toilet. I don't care who it is. I remember, somebody was like, it was like, oh yeah, you said you wasn't gonna post Meek Mill. I'm like, you know I didn't post Meek? Cause nigga, I was hoping that nigga flopped. The fuck? After that nigga stopped selling good, I was like, all right, I'm happy. I'm cool. And now we squash the beef, so I have no problem with him. I post him all day now. I love him. I love Meek. Meek's my favorite. Y'all YoungBoy fans want to get mad? I'm going to tell y'all something to get mad. NBA YoungBoy will never sell 100,000 records without me. Facts. Book it. Y'all prove me wrong. Y'all prove me wrong. I sit here every time and go like this. I'm waiting for the next 100,000 sales. Oh yeah, YoungBoy, y'all gotta prove me wrong. Y'all could easily prove me wrong. Like, oh my God, we're gonna prove you wrong, Ak. You're a fuck nigga. If y'all do that by the end of this year. No, actually, well, I said I would post him in August, but I want to hear if he's gonna respond back to me because I had no issue with him, but he just started beefing with me. If he don't continue dissing me, I love his music. So, and if you wonder like how I treat it, I bump his music on the low. I love YoungBoy just like, bro. He know how I deal with other artists. He gotta know it's the game, right? But like, bro, YoungBoy hit me up telling me I like how you did it to this other artist. Why the fuck did you think you was gonna go say whatever you gonna say about me and I wasn't gonna do it to you? Nigga, he said, Ak, I like how you're dealing with that artist. If I didn't do it to you, you know what people be like? Yeah, you're a scared bitch. So, when y'all YoungBoy fans ready to hit that 100K again, holla at Big Ak. If not, that's just a dub. Somebody said, oh, YB got you in feelings? Any artist who diss me, I wish them utter failure. Nigga, I've never changed with that. Y'all keep saying why. Y'all keep personalizing it. I told you, I don't think I was ever friends with him. So now, here's my thing. I feel like anytime an artist is going up, I talk to every label in the book, especially his label. Nigga, I got a contract over there. Obviously not as big as his. No, like I would never even. Every label is in cahoots with me when it comes to promo. I know I make a stance, and I like to leverage myself because I know my value. I think I'm a cog in the machine, a part of the program, and I think that if I don't promote YoungBoy, he'll never hit 100,000 first week again. Bingo. And we could take that set. We could take that bet. By the way, it doesn't mean he's gonna be broke, bro. He's the richest. I'll sit here and tell you now, he's way richer than all these other niggas. I'm just telling you about metrics for fans and labels because they want YoungBoy to be the biggest thing in the world. However, I got to stand on principle because at the end of the day, if I let YoungBoy just violate me, you know what? You know what that D-list rapper is gonna say? Well, YoungBoy just told this nigga to suck a dick and he's a fat bitch. That's a hoe. Nigga, we could do it too. If I don't do it to Lil Baby, YoungBoy, everybody does it. So I treat them all alike. So let me tell y'all little YoungBoy fans. Durk finna do over 100K, and by the way, I'm promoting him for free. But yeah, that's true. For free. Yeah. I gotta make sure you do over 100K. And then I know YoungBoy gonna announce something soon. You know what I'm gonna do? And I'm gonna see the sales come back in again at about 60K. And I'm like, hey chat, I'm down to take that bet. It's a reason why I could go to 6ix9ine's label and tell him I want anything. If I could tell 6ix9ine label like, yo, y'all need a private jet to LA. They'd be like, all right, bet. It was act. Let's give it to him. I don't do that type of shit, but like I like to bet on myself. I gotta set an example. Any rapper who diss me, nigga, your sales is going down the toilet. Fat. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who, except Drake. Drake's sales would never be affected by me. Like, you know what I mean? And by the way, YB sales would never be affected by me either if he just uses his Instagram. That's why I be telling him to just use the shit. Like, bro, stop doing the weird shit relying on your fan. Like, in the grand scheme of things, nobody looks at YoungBoy sources for news. They look at Akademiks. Nobody says YoungBoy sources. Nobody give a fuck about that. So just use your own main page that everybody's going to care about. But if you want to be cool and not do it, all right, cool. You know who they're going to come to? Wait, is Ak posting anything about it? Oh, no. All right. But yeah, Almost Healed dropping this Friday. I'm sorry, I'm petty. But once a nigga diss me, y'all could treat people like kids. I treat niggas like adults. I ain't one of your baby mamas, nigga. While you flop, nigga, I make sure the nigga who you thought couldn't do better is doing best. Gotta teach you a lesson, just a little lesson. And it's nothing personal, because I still love you. Oh, there's this one song that they played for me on Durk's album. Let me see if I can find it on the track list. I want y'all to check this out when it drops. Oh my God. Let me see if I can check it out. I posted Durk's track list. Where's his track list at? Oh, this is, nah. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Where's his track list? I'm blind, ain't I, right? Where the fuck? My bad, sorry. Oh, here. Okay. Let me just kind of zoom in. I'm gonna tell you what song it is. Wait, hold on. Let me make it a little bigger. Pause. First track's called Therapy Session. Then Pele Code, All My Life. Then Never Again. Then Put Him on Ice. Then Big Dog. Then Never Imagine. Wait, where's Vaughn? I ain't see Vaughn on here. Then Sad Songs. Then Before. Is it fair? I want y'all to listen to track 10. Track 10's fire. Yeah. Listen to track 10. That shit's gonna be fire. Anyway. All right, man. Enough of that. Let me hit some other topics. Chat, y'all know I'm fucking like, bro. I'm petty. I'm petty. You ain't gonna say that I'm picking Durk's side. Now I'm gonna really support Durk. Now you gonna really be tight when I'm done. Nigga, when I'm done promoting Durk, it's gonna be how many days till Durk album drop? Nigga, I'm gonna post that shit till it's going out of style. I might post it right now. Hold on. This way you trying to post somebody, but you don't know what to post. I'm going to his Twitter. I gotta find some shit. Oh, he retweeted shit. Perfect. I already found a song. I already found the post. Here we go. Leave it up for the night. Perfect. This is great, man. Oh, Alicia Keys is on that first track? Oh, wow. We got J. Cole here. I think this is Chief Wook. Whatever his name. 21 Savage, Kodak, Rob 49. Oh, the Juice World track. And then Morgan Wallen. Okay. Perfect. All right. We still got some more shit to talk about. First of all, it's been so long. Oh yeah. Let's talk about this real quick. Okay. This is a little bit odd. And by the way, I think I got some more context now than I did before. So Jay Prince, after getting mentioned literally on YoungBoy's diss track, which is "I Hate the Industry," and if you don't know what YoungBoy said, it was "YoungBoy, I hate industry" lyrics. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, it says I gotta put part 2. Okay, here, fuck intro part 2. So he mentioned Jay Prince. He said, "Nigga, bring your bold ass to Salt Lake. You a gangster, nigga. Go ask Jay Prince, I'll kill your daddy, bitch. I ain't worried, nigga." Now, this is the very, confusing line. YoungBoy's on house arrest, my nigga. Like, literally, you have to ask the FBI to literally go to his house. So when he says come to Salt Lake, you could go to Salt Lake. Anybody could go there. There's flights that go there all day. But if you're going to go to his house, you need to get an approval by the federal authorities. You get what I mean? So I'm not too sure exactly what he's talking about. He said, "Bring your bold ass to Salt Lake. You a gangster, nigga." So go ask Jay Prince, I'll kill your daddy, bitch. I ain't worried, nigga. Cool. So Jay Prince actually posted, ironically, a picture of him, YoungBoy, and Birdman at Salt Lake. This is ridiculous. Now, he actually wrote a whole caption, and let me read this for you. He says, "As you all could see, I had a good time." Jesus Christ. "I had a good time kicking it with the homies in Utah." Salt Lake, Utah, obviously. "On behalf of the little homie." Why did he put little in no caps, but he put homie, big caps? "The little homie YB, me and my brother Birdman, we were able to have a real conversation face to face. We talked about the past, the present, and the future, but most importantly, we left each other with a mutual respect moving forward. Even though I wasn't there for a meeting with Birdman, I must say the Lord works in mysterious ways. With that being said, I must address the song where my name and Drake's name was being mentioned. To the little homie." By the way, he's talking to Kentrell Gaulden. "To the little homie, as I said to you privately, and I say it to you publicly now, Drake is my son. He rolls with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list because the truth of the matter is that we got nothing but love for Durk." Oh my God. "And your accomplishments. When I put Drake on that FaceTime call with you," so now we know how he got on the FaceTime with Drake, "my intent was for y'all to move forward, not backwards. Two things we get every day is a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination." Now, I'll also be honest with y'all. Yo, chat, I'm going to just keep it being with chat. Y'all going to be mad at me for whatever reason, and I just don't give a fuck. This is why you don't bring... I don't care if it's YoungBoy. I don't care if it's the President of the United States. I don't care if it's my mama. I don't care if it's my dead father. Don't you bring me in some shit. I like to talk the truth. I understand why this is probably a thing. YoungBoy was always obsessed with Drake. That's a fact. Anytime I talk to him, he was like, "Did Drake say that?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" No. You know what I mean? Like, just random shit. You know what I mean? Like, wait, it's Drake. Like, so he clearly, I understand why he's hurt, but he's a kid that's hurt. He's always been obsessed with Drake. And clearly, Drake just not, again, I didn't know that Drake didn't fuck with him because of the thing. But, like, you know, I would tell him certain shit, but like, yeah, certain people ain't feeling whatever. He'd be like, "Wait, is it Drake?" And I'm like, no. Like I've never ever talked to Drake about YoungBoy. You know what I mean? Personally, me. So, I'm thinking it's an obsession when you're clearly getting put on FaceTime by Jay Prince. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Then Drake breaks your heart, which, by the way, I'm a fan too. Drake probably broke my heart. Drake didn't give me no tickets. My heart broken too. YoungBoy, we're heartbroken twins by Drake. Drake don't want to fuck with you because of Durk, and Drake don't want to give me tickets because of whatever reason. We're both heartbroken by Drake. It's fine. You just don't got to shout at your phone. I'm not shouting at my phone. You are cool. Like, we're both cool. Like, Drake let us both down. Drake ain't tell me that, yo, you can come get these tickets to come to my show. And Drake ain't tell you can come get this verse. It's cool, brother. Oh, y'all mad, huh? Y'all mad, huh? We're heartbroken twins. We're heartbroken twins, YB. It's fine. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I think my man 21 gonna give me tickets. That's my guy, though. But I don't want no tickets from 21. I want tickets from Drake. I've been supporting Drake. Just like how you wanted acceptance from Drake. So you had Jay Prince put you on FaceTime with Drake. Except when Drake got on there with you, he told you he couldn't do nothing with you because he fucked with Durk. I'm gonna be honest with you. YB, I agree with you. Why Drake picking sides? I get it. But he just don't know you. He ain't picking sides. Yo, Durk is his mans. He let Durk shout out at his girls, like what's it called? India Cosmetics. Like, of course, he rock with Durk. It's fine, bro. We're both heartbroken. You don't gotta go on your diss song talking about, oh, Drake's my enemy. Stop it, nigga. I'll send over a drop that Drake made for you, nigga. You would be like, oh, I love Drake too. Like, you're not beef with Drake. Stop it. Like, stop it. Like, we gotta stop it. Somebody said I'm drunk. Mm-mm. I like to mention anybody who on my case, I'm on it. You see, let me tell you this. Y'all are gonna be upset because I always tell you this. You know, I know artists I believe could ever defeat me. Artists gotta act cool. I could get on this bitch and talk every fucking day. You go get an answer from YB. He been asking me about Drake all the time. Go get an answer from him. He ain't gonna talk. I told you. You mad? So I said, why do you go to Lil Pop's death site? Who's even saying this shit? Nobody give a fuck about Lil Pop. No disrespect. Like, bro, I'm going to the mall. Now nobody want to talk about. All right, let me stop. Now I love Youngboy. Youngboy's my favorite. Am I hurt? No, of course I'm hurt with Youngboy because, like, man, I was supporting that man. But he gonna have to learn respect. Let me tell you this. The reason why me and Baby got into it was because of respect. If there's lack of respect, there's no need for a relationship. Let me just say this consistently with y'all. If somebody don't respect you, that relationship ain't worth having. I always thought there was respect with me and Youngboy. I thought there was respect with me and Lil Baby. It's only when niggas show you that they don't respect you at all. And again, everybody make mistakes. Like, for example, like, you know, shit, me and Baby had conversations. It could be like, oh, okay, yo, bro, I ain't like this, I ain't like that. Whatever, cool. Youngboy could be like, yo, bro, if I fuck with you, like, what's up with this? When a nigga shows you he doesn't respect you, end all communication. That's what I've learned in life. Once the nigga shows you that you are not worthy of a conversation, don't beg for a conversation. You look like a bitch. If they show you that you're not worthy of an explanation, don't ask for one. So when y'all niggas be typing snake, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talk about. I treat Youngboy like any rapper who ever mentioned me. Nigga, get your fucking sales up. Period. Point blank. That's the end of it. You getting out sold by this nigga, and I'm glad you showed me where you thought you showed me where what you thought of me, because now I could put my support in a place where it's not that personal. Me and Durk ain't that cool. I got no expectations of Durk. But I was blindly committing myself to you, which was a fucking mistake. So enjoy the fucking flop, nigga. And when Durk outsells you, I can't wait to post about that. Peace out. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.